Hey Rocky Peak, it's great to be with you. Yesterday I talked to you from Tel Gezer, and we have traveled now south. We went to the Dead Sea last night, and we're down all the way south in the Negev at a place called the Desert of Zin. Now, you may not be familiar with that, but there's actually 7 different deserts that the nation of Israel wandered in during the 40 years, and one of them was the Desert of Zin. So not Sin, but Zin. And it's a very famous place. In fact, if you open your Bibles and turn to Numbers chapter 20, it'll explain some very significant things that happened here. But the thing I wanted to share with you is just this amazing story that we've been tracking at church, where the nation of Israel comes out, they come to Mount Sinai, God meets them there, they enter into this marriage-like covenant, but very quickly rebel. And you may remember it's about a year later, they're done with Mount Sinai, they're ready to go into the promised land. God is going with them, the fire by night, the cloud by day, everything's going well until they get to a place called Kadesh Barnea. And at Kadesh, they send spies into the land, and then they get overwhelmed by the danger. And so instead of listening and following and moving to the future that God had for them, they spent the next 40 years in the wilderness. And so we're here in the Desert of Zin. It's one of the places where God led them during that time. This is a beautiful spot. It's called Ein Avdat. Overhead, you're going to be hearing F-16. And those are the sounds of freedom here in Israel. It only takes 7 or 8 seconds to go east to west. They always have jets in the air just for air defense. And so that's what you're hearing in the background. It's not the sound of the Lord, it's the sound of F-16. Anyway, so we're here at Ein Avdat. It's a spring. We're going through a major canyon you can see behind us. I don't know if you can see, but up above, we're going to be climbing to the top of those cliffs up there. There we go. And that's where we're going to be heading. We're going to be climbing up ladders to get there. It's why I call it Adventure Israel. But I think the one lesson I want to take with us is that when God leads you to a desert, it's for a reason. And He's got you there to discipline us, to teach us, to prepare us for our future. But when we rebel and we stop listening and following, we end up spending the next 40 years of our life in the wilderness. And so as we say as a church, we want to be listening and following, because as long as we're under His leadership, everything will be okay, even in the desert. And so have a great day. God bless. We're about to head up the mountain. I'm looking forward to one of my favorite hikes. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay.